that I'm going to be unboxing, and the first one is the INCLY 15-piece Geology Rock Pick Hammer Kit, 32-ounce hammer, and 3 pieces of digging chisel, set for rock hounding, gold mining, and prospecting equipment. Tool, gear, shovel, mucit bag, compass, whistle, and wooden chisel. And this is the one that you can find on Amazon for about $35, $39, depending on when you get it. So opening the box, everything is packaged well, it's in order. And the first thing I'm going to pull out here, as you see, we have these chisels. And this is a good gift for someone that is just getting into rock finding. And here you have 3 different chisels of different sizes that you will strike with a hammer and find your rock. This one is 11 by 17 by 300 millimeter. This one is 11 by 17, 200 millimeter. And this one is 11 by 17, 250 millimeter. And just so you see this, here's the sound, they're metal. Here you see the other end that will go with it, wrapped nicely in styrofoam and rubber band, as well as consumer plastic. And here we have the hammer. On this side, you'll notice that the digging hammer is made for the purpose of digging. And when you have a rock that is caught and you just have to pull it out so you can start digging, you will use this end. And when you're striking the chisel, you will strike from this end. Of course, making sure you don't hurt your hands, your fingers in the process. Now, this is the highest rated package that you see on Amazon from the INCLY company, or INCLY, however you pronounce it. And something else that they provided for protection of your hands, or to keep your hands clean, right? A lot of places you're going to work, they're going to have mud on them. They have these gloves that you can wear. They're stretchable. I believe they're one size fits all, but my hands are pretty large. So I would say this is about a large. If you need extra large, you might want to go a step bigger. These are a little bit tight. Some of you might prefer that way, those of you who have bigger hands. But not only do they include one set of gloves, they have a second set of gloves. So when you know you receive a bargain like you do with this company, when you receive 2 pairs of something, you either know that the company cares about the customers, or the company does not expect the product to last a very long time. So keep that in mind. You also have a whistle that they include with the package. Don't necessarily need it, but this is also where you're going to find the compass on this, right there, right here on the back. It's a good touch. It also has a thermometer, which reads in Celsius here in the back. And for those of you who don't know how to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, just keep in mind that it's usually you double the number in Celsius and then give or take you add 30. Let's see if it has a sound to it. Pretty basic whistle. It has a string attached to it. Just throw that over your neck like that. That's how far down it will go down your chest. So they include pretty much a lot to get started in rock mining. And here you also see the instructions that come with it. It explains what the tools are meant for and it has some instructions, but this is something that, like many things in life, you're going to pick up by trial and error. And by now, because of YouTube and Rumble, they have a lot of videos on rock mining. Also have a carrying bag here to put some of your possessions, perhaps some of the rocks that you find, but you can actually get something bigger for that. You can also put your whistle in here, and you can hold some of the other gadgets that come inside this package, like this loop, right? A lot of the things that we're going to be finding are going to be small to the human eye. So they've included a loop, a 10 by 21 millimeter loop. And of course, you know, these are not going to be the highest graded tools that you have here. I'm talking about the accessory, I'm not talking about the hammers or the chisels. But let's say, for example, this loop is to get you started. And it's a retractable loop that you can put on your keychain. It has a hole here for your keychain. And then if you're looking at something small, some mineral that you found, some rock that you found in your quest, you can hold it up to this, and make sure you're holding it up to the right direction. And you could actually make out all the fingerprints on my finger. So it's a pretty decent loop that you're getting inside this package. And once you're done, so you won't lose it, you can either put it back in this bag that comes with it. It's a nice suede canvas material. You can put it back. And that's some of the trickiest parts about using a lot of devices, is putting it back where you found it, so they're there when you need it. And you might be thinking, well, they come with so many accessories, what am I going to do when to carry it around? Well, they've thought of that in the form of a bag. The INCLY company, INCLY, has included a green bag that can be used to carry around your tools. Isn't that a nice touch? Here you see it. And it has one of these straps that you can adjust. And it has snap-on buckles, so you can safely close the bag while you're using it, unless you want to leave it open because that's your style or fashion. Well, that's one of them closed, and that's the other one. I just want to be able to show everything that can be done with this. You can carry it around like that. You can carry it around like this. This is more secure in case you're worried about things being stolen. So let's see what else is in this box. Also included is this right here that looks like some sort of chicken or duck bone, and that you're gonna use to scrape. And it also comes with a tool here that you can use to dust off, take away some sand, some minerals. And very important, you might use your own sunglasses, but it comes with a set of goggles. And it has a plastic film in it that you will need to take off before you use it. It tells you which direction to peel from. The only thing I would say about these is you might prefer to use your own glasses if you have glasses that are anti-fog. I don't see any sign on this that says anti-fog, so the condensation, the warmth from your body meeting the cold air, might fog these up unless you have some kind of gel that can serve as an anti-fogger, a defogger. Then I would just keep that in mind when using these in cold weather or even warm weather when there's a lot of humidity out. And it's a pretty basic one. Just put it on like that. Some faces are built differently, so that's something else you might want to account for. That's why I say you can use your sunglasses if you can. But these seem to do the job. You might decide to take them off later. These are basically so when you are striking the rock, shards of rock don't come back and hit you in the eye or any material. You might strike a piece of glass and shards of glass might come and injure the eye. So it's safety first, safety second, and safety third. And the box, of course, comes with a lot of packing material and styrofoam and rubber bands. And the last tool that comes inside this camouflage bag that you can toss in your other bag or put it on your belt, leave it on your belt, is it comes with this nice shovel. Look at that. So you can use it like that. You might look like a gardening shovel, but it comes with another piece that you can just screw on like this. And once it doesn't go anymore, look at that. It acts as a shovel when you want to get some kind of rock out. You can also use this as a tool when you are mining for different materials or metals with your metal detector, if you have one. And once you hear that the metal detector has detected some metal or some coin or some jewelry or whatever, you don't know what you're going to find, beer bottle or can from last century, it tells you how deep it is. This is also a good tool to dig. So if you are into that, then if you have a metal detector and you need to dig for something and you're thinking about getting this package and you're about to get a kit, your metal detecting kit that comes with a shovel, just know that you don't need the shovel, even though it's just about $20 to get one apart from the kit, because this already comes with a shovel. You might want to get one that is more to your liking, that is stronger. This one is pretty adjustable. You can set it to, let's say you want to set it at this level, and then by screwing this counterclockwise, you will leave it like this. You can dig like this. You can dig from this end too. And then if you want to change the position, you just unscrew over here and you can freely move the shovel direction. Okay, so this is a pretty good kit to get started by the INCLY company. And of course, after you finish everything, you'll throw it back in the box and you'll continue. And rock mining is a good hobby. You can do it throughout the whole year. Some areas if they're covered with ice or snow, well, you can bypass that. The best place to do something like this, I think, are places that have water near them. The rocks are looser. And that's where you see that a lot of people who rock mine, as well as metal detect, or MD, as they're called, they'll go to excavate rocks and find minerals. Another thing, it gets you out of the house. It's not good to be inside the house all day, even if it's just to go out for a few minutes. It's something that it would be considered a lifetime activity. It's something that you can do on your own. You don't need to have a big group of friends or a big party to do this, but it can be fun if you have somebody who's also into these things and wants to join you. But if you don't have anyone to join you, they have clubs that encompass the whole country, as well as many other countries, that can help you find people near you if you want to go out digging together, if you want to go rock mining together. It's something that can be a little bit difficult when you start because you don't know where to look for rocks, but they also have databases and information, PDFs, about the different rocks in the state that you are in. Some have more of some have less of others, some have less of some, and they have more of others. So just know that this is something that it requires patience. I compare this to fishing, in that fishing is something that takes you out of the house. You can spend a lot of time doing something, and guess what? While you're out doing something, you're breathing fresh air, you're getting sunlight, you're exposed to the elements. So sometimes you have to find your hobby to center you and to get you out of your comfort zone, but also to explore the many areas of life that you might otherwise have not explored, even if you have thousands of years of education.